Hi, so it's another nice day here. Today I wanted to talk about kind of how people diss successful people or people they think have like the best jobs in the world or people they think don't do real work, things like that. So like you hear people, they'll go off on like NBA people or like actors or like if you go watch one of PewDiePie's videos, people will be going off in the comments section. It doesn't even have to be like him with his 53 million subs. They'll even do this to people with like 100,000 subscribers who are just barely making a living. Basically, people have this thing in their head where some people aren't really working, they're just playing, and they just assume everything in the world's easy except for their own personal life. Like their life's full of struggle and hardship and everything they do is hard and real work. But all these other people just have the world thrown at their feet and everything's easy and they don't have a right to voice any complaints or acknowledge any struggles in their life because their whole life is sunshine and rainbows and they're just a bunch of unrealistic ingrates. And it's not a very realistic view of reality. Like, I mean, I've worked normal jobs pretty much my whole life. Like just about 10 months ago, a little bit longer than that, we opened up this school, and so far I'm nowhere close to earning a living off of this. I'm still paying a lot of expenses every month because the amount of money we're taking in is less than the amount of money to keep afloat. So I'm still working regular jobs. And the thing about regular jobs is, yeah, you might be stuck doing something you don't want to do. Some people have horrible, horrible jobs, and that's just a fact. I'm lucky that my normal job is pretty decent. I get paid pretty well. It's in a pretty spot. I'm surrounded by beautiful people. I'm not doing anything that really goes against who I am as a person. I don't feel like I'm selling my soul. I can make it fun and entertaining. I can enjoy it. So I'm a lucky human being in that regard. But the point with a normal job is most of them, like I know there's people out there like independent contractors and a host of other things where you do have to step up your game. But a lot of us people that just go out and get normal jobs is somebody has created something and they need your labor as a form of leverage because what they've created requires more effort than they themselves are capable of doing. Like if a person makes a big restaurant and it requires like a whole lot of cooks and a whole lot of servers and management and all these people, one person can't do all that. So they have to hire all these people to do it for them. And when you're a regular worker, you just show up to the job and you do what you're supposed to do. And depending on your work ethic and who you are as a person and stuff, you may do an excellent job at what you do, or you may just try to stick it to the man and do as little as possible to not get fired. And you see that, how much it varies. But the point is, you show up, you put in the time, and you get the paycheck. And all the risk is on them. You just show up, put in the time, get the paycheck. Well, like these people that do YouTube for a living, they have to do their stuff good or they lose their audience and they don't get paid. So it's not like my channel where I have no subscribers and I can just put a dumb camera in front of my face and say whatever I want. I don't have to worry because I don't really have a following. I don't make a living off this. I'm just doing this for fun. But if you have 53 million subscribers like PewDiePie, it's a lot of pressure to try to keep things at a level that entertains people and keeps them from unsubscribing. Like that would be challenging. Like obviously he likes it and he does it and he's cool with it, but a lot of these people, that's what they make their living. So it's not the same. Like as a person that does things lazily and incorrectly, like I said, I'm just a lazy man that throws an iPhone in front of my face and talks. But as a man that does it wrong, I can appreciate the people that get the good equipment, get the good microphones, write out well thought out scripts after doing a lot of research on the topic so they know what they're talking about, go in the editing room and make everything good. Like, that takes a lot of work. I'm way too lazy to do any of that. So I respect people that make good videos, that do things well. And like, you may think, well, you mentioned the NBA earlier. Yeah, to us, we think that's a game we play for fun in our spare time because we enjoy it. These people are getting paid millions to do what we do for fun. But they have to do it at an insane level. They're the best people in the world, playing the best people in the world, and they get paid millions. So they have to do good. They have to be entertaining. They have to be so good that people are willing to pay those ticket prices, that enough people are willing to spend their time watching the games, that there's enough views that the advertisers are willing to pay a lot of money to have their ads aired during these games. And it's a different thing. They have to play so many games. They have to be in such good shape because they're playing the best people in the world. They have to be super, super fast and strong and jump super high and be super skilled. And they just have to exert themselves so hard. These are top of the line athletes, and they still get injured all the time because they're always pushing their body to the limit. So it's not as fun as it seems. It's not like when we play basketball. When we play, it's fun. Like, sure, we're competitive and we might get hurt and we may get tired, but we're having fun. These people are doing it professionally, so they have to take it to a whole nother level, in which case it's really taxing on the body and might actually change the way they are the rest of them. They might mess up a leg or an ankle or something for life. I mean, you know, football players, man, they really sacrifice their body for what they do for a living. So I'm just saying, like, it's easy to sit back and make fun of other people and say their job isn't real work and they get overpaid. And my response to that is always, if you think what they're doing is so great, if you think what they're doing is so easy, if you think they're so unjustly paid, go do what they're doing. Oh, you can't? Well, then stop going off on them. If you think that what they do is so easy, they're so overpaid, you do it. It's that simple. That's the biggest thing. Like, because if it was so simple, everybody would be doing it. It's not. So you got to have some respect. Like, I'm not saying everything's 100% just, but I am saying it's smart to try to look at things realistically to see how the world really is. And if you don't like the way your life is, look at what the world wants. Look what it needs and what it knows it needs. Look at your gifts, your talents, and try to find a way to plug your gifts and your talents into an area where there's some need or some desire, and make a better life for yourself. And maybe you don't have them to a high enough degree right now. We'll find an area where you have enough innate ability and talent or interest that you can put in the time necessary to develop it to a higher level where you can offer some value, where you can plug in and help others and create win-win scenarios where you give people what they want and you get a lot back in return. That's the proper way to go about things, not try to tear everyone down and make fun of everyone and make it seem like everyone around you is unjustly well off, whereas you're the poor martyr who's just, oh, life's so unfair, the world hates me, because that's not a very healthy mindset. Anyway, I ended up kind of rambling and stuff. I'm always seeing all these things where people are just ripping on people, and it's like, dude, chill out. Like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for this person. Like, have a little respect. They made their dream come true. They took the risk. They took the unusual, eccentric path that most people are afraid to take, and it paid off for them, and you should be happy for them. Like, it's a testament to what's possible, and maybe even use it as inspiration to do something similar yourself.